If you're an artist who struggles with how to navigate commissions, this video is for you. What's up, y'all? It's your favorite artist, Lil Picasso. My real name is Vanessa, but you can call me either or. They're both associated with the same person, so whatever floats your boat, you feel me? Happy New Year, y'all. It's 2026. We in a new year, y'all. What the hell? We in a new year. Like, this is crazy. This is the first video of the year. Today's video is going to be about commissions, how to navigate them, what to do, what not to do when they come your way, and yeah, just all the ins and outs. So by the end of this video, you will be fully equipped and essentially know how to deal with clients, know when serious commissions come your way, when unserious ones come your way, all of the things. First, we're going to break down what it means to be commissioned. Is when someone wants to purchase a custom piece of artwork in your style, essentially a paid service to bring people's creative ideas to life. We're going to talk about how commissions essentially benefit you as an artist. The first thing is that it stretches your creativity. So when people ask you to bring certain things to life, it's not coming from your head, it's coming from theirs. And, how you structure the way that it looks and everything, like it really challenges you. Sometimes it's usually something outside of your comfort zone, but still in the zone of like your style of artwork. But usually the concept wise is something that you probably normally wouldn't think about. It stretches you mentally and creatively. This expands your practice. So normally you make art for yourself, right? Up until this point, being able to make things for other people, that essentially is like a skill on your tool belt, if you will. It definitely brings your practice to another level, and just with concept and executing ideas. It's essentially a service. Third benefit, which should have been the first benefit, is that you're making money. This is definitely a stream of income that you can make a part of your business. There are people that will spend a bag on artwork. There are people that like to make their homes nice and beautiful and colorful. If they hit you up, especially on a consistent basis, like, come on, you're booked and busy, you feel me? Yeah. So the next benefit is that being commissioned by people, like, it exposes you to like a new audience in a sense. Like, word of mouth is a huge thing when it comes to just business in general, right? People like something and like they tell somebody else about it, and then they tell somebody else about it, and then somebody else about it. You feel me? That's like 4 new clients right there. Gives you another level of exposure that you normally wouldn't get if you were just making art for yourself. Another way that commissions benefit an artist is that it gives artists something to put in their portfolio. When you're applying for shows, for a grant, right? It's essential to have a portfolio when you're applying for certain things, especially if you're building a website. Having like a gallery tab or section, and you can incorporate that so that people can see like your credibility and what you can do, what you're capable of. The next benefit is that working on commissions helps you to be able to work in a time crunch. So a lot of the commissions that I've had to do have kind of been contrary to this tip, where people are kind of just like, oh yeah, take your time, do your thing. Contrary to, the lackadaisical, very chill clients, there are people that require, deadlines for, their commission pieces. Know that you have a deadline to meet, so like you're locked in, you're working on nothing but that commission. You're able to work on something in a specific window of time. A very helpful skill to have. Another way that this is beneficial is that this teaches you how to negotiate, right, in terms of like pricing. Usually people have set price lists. Negotiating that can come with that, because many people may not be able to meet your budget, but like you still want to be able to get paid, you feel me? And like not lowball, but at the same time like still be able to meet people where they're at, and not necessarily like cancel people out completely if they can't meet your budget. So when it comes to sizing, different artists have different methods. It's just a constant learning thing. One method that I've recently learned about was like the square inch method. This applies more for like murals, but I think you could still apply it to like canvases. You're charging by the square inch, so I think like $1 per square inch or $2 per square inch, or whatever the dollar amount per square inch of the whatever surface it is. But let's say for this painting, this is a 16 by 20. I'd say I charge probably like $200 to $300. I feel like that's too low, let me know in the comments. I feel like if it's too high, let me know in the comments. And for the canvas behind it, which is for the commission that I'm working on, 18 by 24. So it's like 2 inches and some change above from this canvas that I just showed. This was for 300 something, but I had to kind of negotiate and make it for like $200. But the kind of meeting people where they're at so that you don't necessarily lose clients, right? Depends on obviously like the size itself, but also just like the detail of the piece. Just like sparkles and fireworks and people jumping off of buildings, and just if it's a lot going on, then by all means please charge your worth and highball a little bit, because you feel me, the more detail, that means more time being put into it, more supplies that gotta be bought. On that same topic of like supplies and stuff like that, definitely like tally up how much your supplies cost and then like multiply that by like the hours that you spent and then come up with a price with that, or the amount of hours that you think you're gonna spend on it. Go with whatever you think is best. I kind of stick to the size of the project and the amount of time I think I'll spend on it and supplies and stuff like that. Again, that could kind of change depending on projects that I'll get in the future. A tip that I had given previously, where you just build relationships, right? Pretty long-standing relationships with commissions, right? If somebody has kind of made you their go-to, and again, just them telling other people how to count on you and how just reliable and just great you are. Doing commissions shows people how skillful you are in your craft. Work that you've already kind of like put out there, made it obvious that you know what you're doing. Like when people ask you to bring something specific and like you're able to do it to the T, if not like exceed it, like it really makes you credible and really like gets people to come back. Commissions are not beneficial when they interfere with your personal work. You know that you're trying to push out a certain amount of pieces, right, in a year. Commissions are coming at you and you're accepting them because you don't have boundaries and you kind of just want to make some bread. Did I just call somebody out? I'm sorry. Not. It's definitely like a common issue that artists tend to have with commissions. It's like, dang, now I gotta stop what I'm doing to cater to you. I would love to make some bread, but I want to get some personal pieces done. That's an issue. Another issue with commissions is that people tend to come to you with some crazy ideas that go against your values and beliefs, and they expect you to do that. And again, unless you don't have boundaries, that's going to be an issue, as you're compromising. Put your foot down and be like, no. Another huge issue is when people expect you to copy other artists' style for your commission. It's like you're coming to me, but you're like, can you make it like this artist? You slap in the face to the artist that you're asking. You should be approaching the artist like, I like your style and I want you to do it in your style. This is not ChatGPT. Like, this is not that. Run a strict program in that sense. Okay. Another issue is when people come to you and they don't know what they want. They hit you up in the DMs or the email or whatever, and they're just like, oh yeah, like this is what I'm thinking, but like I kind of want it like this, and I don't. And it's just all over the place, and you don't have a clear vision or clear concept of what you're trying to tell them. What exactly do you want? Like, make up your mind. Other issue is when people lowball your prices. Now, it's very considerate to try to meet people where their budget is at, right? At the same time, you still want to be able to charge your worth, right, without necessarily lowballing. There are people that expect exquisite, super detailed artwork for the price of home goods art. Don't work like that. This is not mass produced. One person, a singular person that's doing this. Another issue is when clients don't pay their artists on time. If you want something done, right, you gotta pay up, and you gotta pay up on time. We got bills too. You feel me? We got insurance. We got things to pay for too. This is what you should do to save you time, save you energy. You feel me? Make sure that this is a successful transaction. Deposits. Please issue a deposit, at least a 50% deposit. This is like your security. This is your safety net should things go wrong and people start acting a fool. With that would come like a sketched out concept with couple revisions to the sketch. Then you get started by your supplies, get the ball rolling. Up note to that same point is sending out invoices. I use Stripe to send out invoices. Directly email them the invoice, say this is the amount. Let's say the commission is for $300, right? 50% of 300 would be 150. 150 is due today at the time of me sending this invoice. The other 150 is due on the deadline. That way you have the pricing on paper, you have everything on paper, right? On file, so that nobody can act a fool and say that they don't owe you bread. Next thing is to allow for revisions. Client doesn't like something or a particular part in the piece, right? You can allow for revisions. Now, you got to set a limit to the amount of revisions, right? Let's say about 3 to 5. And after that 5th revision, you got to start charging. You got to go back and edit or paint over or erase or undo or whatever your medium is. You got to go back and fix stuff. And again, that takes time. Time is money. Another thing that's really huge is to know your limits. Somebody's asking you to make a piece that you know that you just, it's not in your skill set to do yet. Don't risk that. I'm all for challenging and stretching your creativity, like I was saying in the beginning. But if you know yourself, if you are self-aware enough to know that you cannot bring your vision to life, kindly refer them to an artist that can. Save yourself the headache and, you feel me, keep it pushing. Next thing is to send work in progress photos so that, you know, you can kind of give your clients some assurance that you are working on the piece and that you're not just taking their money and not working on it. And before you get too far along into the piece, you know, for them to say what revisions that they want, so that you're not doing a whole lot, jump through a bunch of hoops to fix stuff that you thought looked cool and they don't think looks cool, and, you know, all of that. You feel me? Commissions should add to your practice. It'd be something that should add value to you as an artist. Again, knowing how to go about it, you know, really helps you. It saves you time, saves you money, like I've been saying. Hopefully this video helped you. Comment down below if you have any commission horror stories or any other useful tips, so that all of us could learn. Let's get this money. Let's bag these commissions, the right ones, of course. Add color to people's lives, you feel me, and our own lives for the matter. And learn something about the people that we're being of service to, while also learning about ourselves. You feel me? If you want to help me continue making videos like this and, you know, help me fund projects, I have a shop of my own, PICASSO.bigcartel.com. I sell original artwork, print of my original artwork, graphic tees. All the proceeds will go directly to me, no third parties involved. You feel me? So you're directly supporting me. I mean, another way you can support, right, that's not financial, is by subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Follow me on all my socials. They're all in the description down below. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video, God willing.